9 on the positive side. It is our good news show to start off your weekend. Thank you so much for being here. We start our show in Pitt County, where an animal shelter off County Home Road is showcasing a unique program that not only helps dogs, but also the volunteers. 9 on your sides, Ken Watlington shows us how.
It's a gorgeous day to go for a walk.
Absolutely, it's a great day.
Especially with a four-legged friend leading the way.
We are here 7 days a week, usually about 2 hours.
Good girl.
These dogs currently call the Pitt County Animal Shelter home.
Oh.
The folks walking them are volunteers, part of a program with a unique name.
Mutt strutters, and now we meet every morning, and we have a group of community members that are very dedicated and come out and walk the dogs.
Melanie Satori Baldwin started the program. She says the Mutt Strutters moniker fits perfectly.
The dogs here, we don't know what their breeds are, but we know that they're mutts, and we know that we love them, and we know that the walks are incredibly important to their well-being, physical as well as emotional and mental. And most days the dogs are going to get at least a mile walk, sometimes more when we have a great turnout.
Great exercise for the dogs and the volunteers too.
What better way to partner with the community and give them an opportunity to get in better shape as well, which follows the county mission, for improving physical health overall in Pitt County.
And of course they get all the doggy love that they want as well.
It does them good too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's a win-win all around. We have people from all ages.
One of the volunteers is retiree Arthur Botterill. You'll find him here just about every day of the week.
What does it do for you?
A little bit of exercise. Basically, it's just a good feeling to come out here and to help these guys. It's a kind of a rewarding, heartbreaking, all at one time situation because they don't all make it out of here in a good way.
And that's where another aspect of the program comes in, getting these dogs seen. It happens during walks across the street at Alice Keene Park and when the volunteers share pics and videos of the pups on social media.
I would say the volunteers are some of the biggest advocates for getting these animals adopted, and it's been really incredible some of the ways in which they get them seen.
And it truly takes a community to make it work. We cannot do it alone. And our idea is to save them all.
Come out and give it a shot. If you're a dog person, if you love dogs, come out and give it a shot. I think you would love it. You would fall in love with it.
And the Mutt Strutters is award-winning. Find out about that and much more on how you can volunteer by checking out Ken's People and Places Extra podcast. You can listen over on the WNCT Podcast Network. And Ken, of course, is always looking for extra treats for the next People and Places segment. So you can send your story ideas his way through email, or you can also connect with him on Twitter or on Facebook. Can puppies take away stress? Well, Youngstown State University in Ohio tested that theory with what organizers call a puppy palooza. Just take a look at the dogs. They're so cute. Students were able to take a break and enjoy some puppy therapy.
They just brought a bunch of dogs over to love on, and I'm having the best time of my life right now.
The campus holds this event in partnership with a shelter there twice a year. Their legs might be little, but that didn't keep a whole bunch of dachshunds from kicking up dust on the racetrack. Look at them. These lovable long dogs hit the racetrack to compete for a first place prize of $500. But the dogs weren't the only ones who got to have fun. Their owners and people watching got to enjoy a barbecue cook-off, crafts, and also live entertainment.
We actually got our wire hair into racing in New Braunfels at Krause's, and then we heard about the Buda Wiener Dog races, and we heard that it was a spectacle, grandstands, all of that, and when we got here, it was definitely a spectacle.
There was also a pet parade around the racetrack where judges scored the dogs based on categories like most colorful, best pet, and owners' costumes, and most unusual. Looks like a lot of fun. Dogwood Farms in Bells Creek is now in bloom. Lots of people come every year to take pictures with their families. But as Fox 8's Chad Tucker shows us, this year Dogwood Farms has added some new staff members.
We have 3 acres of poppies this spring. We've got the 4 acres of rocket larkspur in the back.
It's another beautiful season at Dogwood Farms.
I love seeing the families come.
People from around the country come here to take pictures. And
this year we have baby goats.
Poppy, Blue, Berry.
And Sam Bennett.
Butterscotch. They call me the goat guy. Yeah, the goat guy. All the football coaches and teachers like to make fun of me a little bit, but it's all in good nature.
He can really speak their language.
You got the bat, that one, that's when they're scared, and then just a bat when they're happy.
And families who come for flower pictures can't pass it up. I mean, who doesn't like baby goats?
This is just like a little area that people can come in, take pictures and pet them, just interact with them.
Right.
And then I think in early May we're going to start the goat yoga, which is...
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it is a real thing, surprisingly. You do yoga and all these little guys are in there with you and they jump on you and sit beside you. People really like it.
Look at that.
But if that's not your thing, these kids and your kids, along with the beauty Chris and his son Colt have created here, make it all picture perfect.
Especially when the yoga gets going, they're going to see that the friends are out here doing goat yoga with all these pretty flowers, and they're going to have to do the experience too.
In Blues Creek,
selfies.
Looking for Roy's folks.
You've never taken a selfie with a goat, you're not living.
Chad Tucker, Fox 8 News.
Hopefully our friend Sam will be able to pay for his first year of college up there.
And you can find out all the details on the goats and, of course, the flowers on the Dogwood Farms Instagram and their Facebook page. Coming up next on 9 on the positive side, a look at Beep Baseball and how the program is helping those who are visually impaired take the field. Let's tell you about the Chicago Comets. They may not sound like a familiar team, but it's one with deep purpose, promoting the joy of what's called Beep Baseball. The adaptive sports program features athletes who are blind or visually impaired. Gaynor Hall has this story for us.
Beep ball is more than just a sport.
At Rainey Park on the city's southwest side,
we have a ball that beeps.
The Chicago Comets, a team dedicated to beep baseball, is busy.
Our bases buzz.
Practicing for the upcoming season.
I always wanted to be a pitcher for the Cubs. I dedicated myself to it. When I went blind and that was taken from me, finding this is my Major League Baseball.
Team captain Bill Landrum has been playing for 12 years after a Google search prompted him to call head coach JT Herzog.
He says, well, we got our first practice on Saturday. Why don't you come on out? Coming out, take a few swings, and it was it. It was history. I was hooked. I can't get enough of it.
Ready, pitch.
And Herzog can't get enough of it either.
I have a blast. I enjoy the sport. I love the athletes and the team here we have in Chicago.
He started with the Comets more than 20 years ago after his son joined the team. The game is adapted for athletes who are blind or visually impaired.
Our pitcher pitches to our own team, so we're not trying to strike batters out, we're trying to put the ball in play. And once the ball gets hit in play, a base operator will use a switch and randomly choose first or third base. And the batter has to run to whichever base gets turned on, whether it's first or third. And if the batter runs and touches the base before the defense picks up the beeping ball, then they score a run. If the defense picks up the ball first, then they're out.
The season runs through the summer, including several out-of-state tournaments.
I've had as young as 14-year-olds on my team and some that have been in their mid to late 50s playing. It's the camaraderie, it's the learning from each other, it's the self-discipline, it's the self-confidence. I just see a skyrocket in our players when they come out there.
We're like family. Everyone here is always pulling in the same direction.
In Scottsdale, Gaynor Hall, WGN News.
So inspirational. One North Carolina man makes a 5-hour trip every week to show what he's got at the Greensboro Coliseum. Adam Smith is a teacher up in Maryland, but down here in our state, you might see him on the field as a receiver, cornerback, or maybe even the special teams kick returner. He wears a lot of hats for the Carolina Cobras. Smith says he loves making the big plays and the important ones that get the crowd going. He also does autographs, so Smith hopes to make an impact on others, especially children.
I would go to Wake Forest Fan Fest every year. And I mean, I thought those guys were the most famous people I'd ever met.
they're looking at us and all they see is a professional athlete. Giving them that moment where they can like look up to somebody or enjoy this game and just interact with us. I think it's special for them. In a few years, I won't be doing these autographs, so why not enjoy it, embrace it, and give them an experience that they might remember one day.
Adam says he tries to use both teaching and playing football to develop relationships. And if you have a story idea, send it on over to us. We want to know about all the good things happening where you live. We know there is so much good and positive news happening in your communities. Just email the email that you see right there on your screen, newsdesk@WNCT.com. Again, it's newsdesk@WNCT.com. That is where you're going to send your story ideas to us. You can reach out to me also on social media. I have a Facebook, or you can go over to Twitter. Coming up next on 9, on the positive side, a principal is still doing what she loves at 93 years old. We'll learn what keeps her going. It's that time of year again, graduation season. Most college seniors graduate in their 20s, but as Dominique O'Neill explains, one student is breaking barriers as she prepares to graduate college at 18.
And I also took 18 to 21 credits per semester up until this point to get here.
You could say 18-year-old Madison Ackley has always been ahead of her time.
When I was in high school, I took many college courses, and I had my mother help me map out the courses I needed to take to fulfill all the requirements I needed.
Ackley will be the youngest Native American and woman to ever graduate from UW-Stevens Point.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be able to be part of the campus's history.
At an age where most people are just attending their senior prom, she's applying for her first full-time job out of school.
So I love numbers, and I always have. I've always been math, detail-oriented, and my aunt is an accountant, and I really look up to her, so I wanted to be like her.
Somehow, between all of her studying, she has found time to work a job, be involved with the Native American Center. She also runs her own business as a microblading artist. And Ackley says she didn't plan to complete her degree in just 2 years, but the inspiration became a reality about a year ago when she saw other seniors talking about graduation. That's when she decided to set some goals.
During my time at Stevens Point, I've been involved in Chi Alpha, which is a Christian organization on campus, and I've also participated in Toastmasters, which is a professional speaking club. And
Ackley will walk the stage on May 20th. So I asked her, what will it be like knowing she's making history?
It's pretty cool. It's very exciting. I've been looking forward to it for a while now, and I'm excited that graduation is so close.
One woman had a full circle moment while wrapping up nursing school. Teresa Cox had her final clinical rotation at a cancer center in Nebraska. This is in the same building where less than 5 years ago she received treatment for breast cancer. It's been a long road, but she says it all clicked when working with one patient.
I knew how to relate to her, and that was just based on all of the things that I had experienced in my own life up to that point. And so I left there that day knowing that I was exactly where I was supposed to be.
She's getting her bachelor degree in nursing with multiple honors. A 93-year-old principal in New York is still doing what she loves, and she says she has no intentions of stopping anytime soon. Michelle Ross is sharing the impact she continues to have on her students.
Good morning, everybody.
At 93 years old, Sister Stephen is the principal at Our Lady of Mount Carmel in Elmsford. She's held the position for 57 years.
I love children and I love teaching. I love what I do, and God has given me the health.
She always wanted to become a teacher and had an aunt who worked as one. Sister Stephen would help her grade papers at 10 years old.
I loved correcting her papers. I don't feel that way anymore.
She effortlessly interacts with every classroom.
Oh, how nice. Oh, tell me what you're doing.
Her legacy is compassion.
That is my prayer always, that legacy will continue. And certainly my teachers have embodied that.
She met the Sisters of the Divine Compassion at Good Counsel in White Plains and then became a teacher in the Bronx and throughout Westchester. For almost 6 decades, she's been here, and her warmth is welcomed by every child.
What kind? Vanilla, that's my favorite. with chocolate syrup and whipped cream.
And if you couldn't tell, she's approachable.
She's helped me through a lot of personal things as well as academic. She's gotten me over a lot of obstacles in my way throughout my life.
She also came to school every day during the COVID-19 pandemic and feels gratitude for her job, being able to positively influence one's life.
If you've affected only one person in your whole life, I think your life has been well lived.
And when I asked Sister Stephen about retirement, she said she hasn't thought of it yet, and that age is relative. Reporting in Elmsford, Michelle Ross, Pix 11 News.
If you're looking for more good news, all you have to do is go to our website, WNCT.com. There you'll find these stories and more under the 9 on the Positive Side tab. You can find that under features. We also have all of our 9 on the Positive Side shows there for you to rewatch if you choose to. And next, we're taking a trip to the farm to see what a 10-year-old accomplished. He may not be old enough to drive a car, but that is not stopping him from buying what you see here, his very own tractor at just 10 years old. So Bryce Oslin tells us about this 10-year-old who has a diligent work ethic.
10-year-old Caleb Bergner is no stranger to farm work.
Sweeping in, battening up, feeding the calves, and a lot of stuff.
Bergner's mom says growing up on a farm not only taught her son the value of hard work, but the importance of saving.
Caleb said he had money saved from working on the farm and from showing a fair project. And first words out of Dad was, they don't make these tractors anymore. So we knew right then and there we were going to get the tractor.
All that saving paid off. Bergner used his life savings to purchase an antique tractor, a 1948 Cub tractor he bought from a neighbor for $2,800.
It was like really shined up, and I know that my dad got a tractor when he was 12 years old, so I thought it was about time I got my own.
Caleb's mom, Jill Bergner, says her family will cherish the tractor for many years.
As a parent, you don't usually expect kids beg you that they would want a tractor. It's something that they worked hard for. It's something to keep in the family.
Caleb plans to use his new tool to help his family on the farm and encourages younger generations to be more frugal for items they want.
Help your mom and try your hardest to save up.
In Pulaski, Bryce Oslin, Local 5 News.
I love it. Prom is going to the dogs. Check out this puppy prom in California. That is going to do it for us this weekend. Thanks so much for watching 9 on the Positive Side. And we'll see you back here next weekend, but not without a look at these cute dogs at the puppy prom.